Hey Dr. Gardner, my name is Caleb Cheatham and this is going to be my MTEngage assignment. So I work for a crop consultant in North Alabama and Southern Middle Tennessee, and what we do is mainly we look at crops. We scout crops for growers. Crops being, the main ones in this area are going to be corn, cotton, soybeans, a little bit of milo, and in the wheat we look, or in the winter we look at some wheat. So with that, we've got about 70,000 acres, give or take, on certain years that we look at in total. And so this year I've noticed, in years past, wheat's grown in the wintertime around here, as you probably know. In years past, we maybe look at anywhere from 8 to 12,000 acres of wheat. It's not really a huge thing, and some growers grow a lot more. And this year I noticed we're just starting to get into it. Most of the wheat has been planted and is just now starting to come up. Some of it's up pretty good, but we've got about 30,000 acres that we're looking at this year. So with the things I've learned in your class, that got my mind going. Why? Why am I looking at much more? Why am I working, in the wintertime we only work like usually 1 or 2 days a week. Why am I working almost full time this winter? Well, why does any grower put a crop in the ground? Because he wants to make money, right? So if there's more crop in the ground, that must mean that the price has gone up on wheat, and it has. The futures for wheat are the highest they've been in about the past 6 years. The last I looked, wheat per bushel was going around $6. That may be a little more, a little less at the current moment. So what drives the market? Supply and demand drives the market, right? So what's changed? What's changed? What's caused the price increase? What's caused the market for wheat to expand? Has supply changed? Has the demand changed? The answer is yes, okay? The supply, for one thing, has been a little bit disrupted this year. So in the majority of the U.S. where wheat is grown, it's a summer crop, right? It's grown in the summertime. It's not like down here where we have mild winters and we can grow varieties of red wheat that that grow in the winter in these cold temperatures. Well, they don't really grow in the winter. They're planted in the fall and they lay dormant in the winter, and then they really grow in the spring and are harvested around late spring, early summer time frame, which allows for a double crop as well. But that's a different topic for a different day. So in these areas of the U.S., which is mainly in the West, where a lot of wheat is grown in the summertime, we saw a very hot, very dry summer. And we saw the same in Russia, which is also a huge exporter around the world of wheat. So what does that mean? That means less production. That means less crop. That means less in the global food stock, right? So the supply has gone down a little bit. And there's also worries about with the coronavirus about, global food stocks, like I just mentioned. And all of this has caused demand to slightly go up. It's not a huge increase, but it's enough. It's enough to do what I've been talking about. It's enough to drive a lot of growers who typically don't grow much winter wheat around here, or if they do, they may grow, 500 acres just to get a write-off or to get some kind of subsidy. Now guys are growing 3, 4,000 acres of winter wheat. We've got 30,000 acres to look at, right? So it all goes back to supply and demand, and that's really what I'm focusing on with my project here. I saw in my day-to-day life, it was extremely affected. Where I'm usually in the wintertime, kind of laid back, maybe doing a little duck hunting, and nah, not this winter. I'm gonna be working a whole lot because of supply and demand, because of the market shift.